Check your hip width, your feet parallel, they're not turning in, turning out. Watch what's happening with the knees. Front raise with your weights. Take your squat. So I'll show you sideways on as well. Try not to let the knees pronate in. Hips go back into space. Looking forwards, we tend to look down on squats, so just do try and look forwards. Comfortable with that, you could try a lateral raise to the side. Again, thinking about these knees, hip width, try not to let them pronate in. The arches underneath the feet often want to drop. I'm switching now, going front raise to lateral raise. Don't forget to breathe. Still pulling in pelvic floor TVA. Eye gaze forwards. I don't know what it is, but whenever I do a squat, I always think of Eddie the Eagle. It must be that, I don't know why. I think it's that ski position, isn't it? It's like a ski jump position when you're going down the ramp. Not that I've ever done that. I do love that film. Yeah, Eddie the Eagle. Let's go 3 more squats. Then we're going to go to side bends. So again, you can do these with weights, reaching down. Without weights, and you want a bit more, take the arms up over the head. So yeah, and then go into your side exactly. Just watching out of that. When you're doing it anytime, kind of imagine you're stuck in mud here. So your feet get really heavy. Try and keep your hips still. Go really super heavy with your lower body, like you're stuck in some River Severn mud. That's a bit of a weird one. Allow the shoulder to dip down. Shoulders relaxed. Engage with the core. Keep this 50% pull in. 4 more. Your pace. Sometimes with weights, I tend to move a little bit quicker. Without weights, you might want to go a bit slower. Try and work with the breath, so you're breathing out as you go over. Okay, centering, shoulders down and back, scapula set. So elbows tucked in, and either palms facing the ceiling or you're holding onto your weights. So if you've got these weights, try not to let the wrist do this. So a little bit of engagement here in the wrist, the forearm. So try not to drop the hand down below the wrist. Check again, feet parallel, facing forwards. Pelvis tucked under. Sometimes we arch in the lower back to get into this position. If you want to add in a bit of balance, just a little leg lift. And then you could take a pendulum. And then you've got to recenter each time. Again, just check pelvis tucked under. You're drawing in the core. Eye gaze forwards. Breathing out as you take those hands backwards. One of your number 1 posture exercises, and you can do this anywhere, can't you really? Two more. Try and keep those elbows tucked in. Okay, let's go and take a nice wide squat. So take a nice big wide stance. I'm going to go back on my mat because I was fiddling around with the mat and the wall. And for this one, you can allow the feet to turn out slightly. So come down, lift up, circle the arms around. Come down, circle the arms around. Breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you come down. So just allow the knees to naturally just sit where they want to sit. They probably want to go out on diagonals. Squeeze glutes as you lift. Probably get a bit of an inner thigh stretch as you come down. Just 2 more of these. And then take the hands down to the middle. and put the weights on the floor. Then come down. I need to just adjust my camera. Come down into a low squat. So if you can place your hands down in the middle, they're like leapfrogs. Inner thigh stretch, and you can kind of hinge your elbows into your knees, not necessarily to put your heels down here. And just take a little bit of a chest stretch, so one hand up to the ceiling, and centre, and then other side. And then centre. A couple more just like this, just working into the chest. A little bit of a twist. Also a little bit of groin and thigh stretching, just 2 more. Breathing out into your left. Then go back to your wide squat, lifting back up. Take your wide squat, and we did this one last week. Hold in that sumo squat. So go low. So I don't know if you want to put in your 7K. So both weights together. Take a nice big circle. Try and keep those hips still facing forward. They've got to face forward when you're in the wide squat. 4 one way. And then 4 the other. Try and tuck the pelvis under as much as you can so you're not arching there in the lower back. Oh, I love this one. This is my favourite move at the moment. I don't know why. Last one. Up and over. Come to centre then, and just take an easy twist. So just take an easy twist out of that low squat twist we've just done. If you've got the weights, you just let them fly around the body. Soften the knees a little bit. Shoulders relaxed. So let's go single leg deadlift with a single leg shoulder press. So I'm going to show you sideways on. So basically high knee, so it's a balance, same side, shoulder press, then opposite arm comes down, that leg goes back, down towards the floor. Then you're recentering, and then you're going up, and then you're coming down. High knee balance. So watch the hips on this, because they sometimes tend to want to tilt. So try and keep the hips quite kind of centre and square to the front of your mat. So if you can do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Gently lower down. You don't have to go all the way down. You can go really slowly on this move as well. And you could just go to the knee and then up. So it's totally up to you. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. You could take a slower move with a little bit more control. Keep working with the core, pelvic floor TVA. And obviously it's balance, so use your big toe, use your glutes. And then you've got your 5 on your other side, so high knee, do a shoulder press, then bring it down. I remember reading an article once, Serena Williams, which I think she's amazing. I love watching her play tennis. So she used to do this move with 10K in each hand, so with 20K. So a really good one to make you super strong and work with balance. Okay, a little bit of a shakeout. Do go to a single leg exercise. Now I'm going to give you a choice. So you've got the chair exercise that we sometimes we do. So going down to the chair. I'm just trying to show mainly Anna because she's new. So it's a single leg exercise down to the chair and then up. Okay. So see if you can do 10 on each leg, or if you know you like doing it on the stairs. So you find a step and you do a dip. You do a dip where you touch your heel. My heel will be going down a step. The other option I'm going to do today is the lunge. I'm going to do a standing back lunge. So standing hip width, I'm going to step back, come down, and then I'm going to step forwards. So there's 3 options. So go and do 2 times 10 on each leg, if you can. The chair exercise takes a bit longer, so just do 10 on each leg. So you kind of will all come back in together. If you're on the lunge, really think about what's happening with the hips. Try not to let the hips wobble too much. And you can put weights. If you'd like your weights onto your lunge, you can put your weights in there. Think as well, when you're on the lunge, let's say, what's happening with the hips. So if you're getting this kind of tilt, focus on the hips being still staying strong, forwards and up. Step forward strong. So once you've done your 10 on one leg, go 10 on the other. Especially in the lunge as well, control the foot, the arch underneath the foot. So any of these three, whichever one you've chosen today, strengthening the knee, strengthens quads, strengthens glutes, all the work with balance as well. Don't forget to breathe. For me, I find the lunge the hardest out of the 3. I don't know if anybody else is getting on with it. Okay, coming back, I'm seeing some people coming back into the room now. So, just come down to kneeling. And kind of come forwards a little bit. I don't want to be like up here, arching lower back. So just kind of pulling core, lean the shoulders slightly over your knees. We did this one last week. Open and then lift. Down, open. So it's all shoulder work and then lift. Now squeeze at glutes, pull in core. Check you're not arching lower back, so I'm watching in screens a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit of arching there. So do tuck pelvis under. So you can be a little bit kind of crunched over in the middle if that makes sense. Come in, go out. Last one. So then come down, and I want you to kind of come down almost again, so pull in the core. And this one's a reverse fly, so it's up here. So you're leaning forwards, and you'll imagine you're like got 2 wings. So you can do that again without the weights, which should feel actually quite nice, because a lot of what we do, we're on computers or driving or washing up or running even, tends to set us forward. So the reverse fly is a really nice one for just taking those arms back. I'm just having a little watching everybody. I think it's often a little bit easier in kneeling than doing it standing up. You can also do it sitting in a chair if you ever try it. 2 more. Okay, put the weights to the side.